Let's Lenny MVDHITZ Mad Hits. Holla, you're in the mix.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, it's the 703 Zone, Lenny Mad Hits. Let's get it. Well, my first interest actually was I started promoting with clubs. And when I started doing that, I was doing it for like hip hop clubs, and it was around the time when they started to transition EDM into hip hop tracks, and that's what really started to light me up because a lot of my friends were DJs, and they started to show me that way and make their own live mashups, and I was like, dang, this beat has a high energy, and now they have other messages, switching it up, and just had me all just mashed up and thinking, you know what? There's something special here. So aside from just EDM being the emerging genre that stood out to me, but DJing has always been something I've always aspired to do. Literally, I'd have to say from the promoting aspect, seeing my friends do it, and then talking with them, combining tracks, listening to other DJs, and idolizing podcasts from Tiesto, Layback Luke, etc. That really just got me into another light, and so. DJing really was inspired from my locals to now my idols, and they're one and the same if you look at it that way. And so definitely it's always been just the rhythm of life, I guess, if I want to simplify it, because man, let me answer that question one more time, because I can go into so much detail with this, bro. The major influence I have to say is Tiesto, hands down. I remember the distinct moment listening to a podcast and just thinking, man, the way that these songs can blend, the way you mesh everything, and then just the empire that he built within it, and just the beauty of it and how you can make a community amongst it all. It just made me just think, this is what I need to be doing, and that's why EDMit is here. I want everyone to admit that they love EDM music, and that's why that positive message is always surrounding it. And so, yeah, we need more of it. As a DJ, we can brainwash people, and so I think that's my responsibility to do the positive brainwashing for the next generation. First off, I'll let you know, EDMit, don't feel bad. Tiesto said it wrong last week in his podcast. It's admitted. And so what it's trying to do is make everyone admit they love EDM music, as you can sort of see with the shirt. So that's why it's misspelled, but it's actually spelled correctly. Now, the whole thing about that is my DJ name is Lenny Mad Hits, and with EDMit, it's a community, it's a group, it's a culture. It's something that I think needs to be widespread, and it's a mentality more so. I stand behind it in parts of my DJing career, and that's why I think it's one of my staples. That's why what I stand behind, because a basis of my sound is EDM, hands down. I mesh up with everything else. I like the high energy. I went through several names before Lenny Mad Hits. I was going to be the hypeful romantic, because I'll get you hype and also make, the girls wet and make them, love and never forget, the time they had at the same time while sweating everything out. Basically, when it goes down to it all, man, like, EDMit is, a mentality, it's a culture, and it's community, you know what I mean? And I hope that you can admit it too, and that's what I strive to make everyone do. I do a lot within EDMit. I DJ, I also blog and write about the events to help bring people closer to the culture, and started producing music as well. And within some of the blogging ranks, I've been able to, talk to a few, people higher in the EDM world and made a few connections here. So not only do I hear the newest tracks, when they're being released by the freshest DJs at their latest events, but also, I'm interacting with them and, spreading the culture to them. And Layback Luke, you can put the picture on here right now, edit that on the video, has a picture here as you can see right now. and like, that happens because, we try to interact and keep spreading the culture, because, something that everyone should believe in and can. So, how it really helped me grow as a person and as a DJ is, definitely from gathering my crates from, the new songs that I hear from, the artists and the newest sets, but also having, the ability to understand the reaction of the crowds, because I'm at, so many various events. So that's what I think has really helped me grow, and also the people I've met throughout. All right, well, what I would say definitely that I like to do with my style to break the mold of EDM DJs, the perceived mold of EDM DJs, is that first off, everyone has an understanding that, it's always, just this, that, like jump or dubstep or certain electronic sounds that maybe are, rhythmic, and I think that with EDM, it's been sort of classified to just, to a lot of people's minds, to the one subgenre, because it's a plethora of those that they don't like, such as maybe, and a lot of times it's dubstep. I love dubstep, I love all subgenres within, but however, this has always been something that, so it throws people off. And so what I like to do with EDM, because it's a big umbrella term, it showed people that within all of these subgenres of EDM, there's something that you would definitely like, and there's a lot of subgenres that are similar to the style that you are already familiar with. So, like reggaeton, they have, we have Moombahton and other songs and other sounds that are similar that'll get you moving and grooving and transition. So what I do personally is I like to bring songs that you may have never thought would be on an EDM beat to an EDM beat, make you move your feet and keep grooving all night and being like, dang, man, now I think I actually like EDM because I've bridged you from the background of maybe that Lil Uzi song that you've heard to now a Calvin Harris track you never heard before, and you're thinking, dang, tech house is the new shit. Well, within those, I definitely have to say, like big room house is something I always try to strive whenever I'm playing like big crowds, bass house, electro is in there definitely. Trap has to be in there. Me personally, outside of EDM, I like to throw a lot of Jamaican stuff. Reggae in there because I'm Jamaican myself. So that's something I always put in there. Reggaeton. I love Spanish women, and Spanish is, a language I learned myself. So I always try to, reinforce that. And I like to just bring everyone together. So I listen to everything, man. I got some Punjabi MC, and that's how you have to do as a DJ. You have to be able to go from coast to coast. So yeah, when it comes to subgenres and EDM specifically, though, I have about like 4 or 5 I could say right there, but I love them all. 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, because I had an injury last week. But 2 weeks ago, I remember I was doing, a club venue over at the Hideout here in Springfield, and that was, pretty nice, great. It's like a big lounge, hookah, everything, just pretty popping. Good crowd, Saturday night vibe, and then had to turn around and then do a, performance at the Strathmore in Bethesda for like 2,000 people. And for a sold out crowd, family friendly music, that's a completely different switch. So you go from one night playing, maybe some Yo Gotti, telling people to rake it up, to now playing, 24 karat Magic in the Air, and switching it up, but still being yourself at the same time and showing your style. So that's what I do. And with EDM, I don't really lose too much on that because a lot of my messages are positive, loving, and reinforcing in the first place. So I have a great beat behind that, so I'm pretty much good anywhere I go. But at the same point, I like to connect with everybody. So yeah, when I look at it, it's always reading the crowd. That's what I think is essential as a DJ. So you can go in thinking that you're going to play you can go in thinking you're going to play like these 60 songs and line them all up like I did last weekend for the Sunday show. And I got there, I stepped in and I hit play, and I did not even play like 2 songs I had even selected the entire time, because what you get is that momentum, you get that feeling, you get the vibe, you see how the acoustics bounce off in the room, and you can't predict all of that. It's just instant. It's like a freestyle rapper, only, it's an art that you just work on over and over and over. Man, I usually just, I don't know, it's just when I start playing music, it just seeps in. Like sometimes the first song I play is really just how I feel. And then after that, it's just going out the window, and that's just how I carry the night. I look how everyone else is vibing off of that. Some people might vibe with it. Then I can be like, okay, maybe you're feeling how I feel. I bring you up with me. Some people might be feeling that way. Let's see how these people feel, different emotions, different songs, different music, different reactions. So that's how I sort of bring it together, and that helps me get myself, like a type of therapy in this way. Because when I'm having a bad day and then I come down and sit here, play music, press play, I can play like, 5, 6, maybe like slow songs, or play some songs with like a message that might be talking about, subconsciously how bad, I might be feeling. But the beat and the rhythm and the love for doing this gets me to just that next level of excitement. So when I start playing music, it helps me just relieve everything, give me back, and more to beat, no pun intended. Well, I'd have to say that, when it comes to the culture, the scenes and, the DMV, it does definitely vary. When it comes to the EDM scene, though, that's the only place I think it's almost liquid, it's smooth, it's about the same all around, because it's like a common understanding. When you go to different spots, it can be more patchy, like in Arlington, they're not going to hear a lot more pop than you hear in, in DC. And then in Maryland, you're not going to hear, as much club bangers. Maybe you hear some more underground or some other type of, different sounds. But it's always a mixture of the two. And of the three, but either way, I think that the scenes are definitely beautiful, and I think that all music has an impact, and as long as you can try to deliver that, you can make an impact on someone's life. And that's what I always try to do. That's the mission. I would say, we have a very good demographic, so in terms of, the musical selection, you just have to really be ready for almost anything. Of course, we have a lot of Hispanic, and it depends on what part of where you're going. We're in the DMV, go-go. I love go-go. Everyone loves go-go, and then we dance to some go-go songs. And so, I mean, I try to incorporate, some of our home style sounds in those cases, but in most cases, though, it's hard to really just say, because it's all just looking at how people sway. A lot of my following, a lot of the people that, a lot of my following, I should say, definitely comes from, the shows that, I go to, from the places that I spin, and then the network. And I put out mixes on my SoundCloud, and I always try to promote those as well. Lenny Mad Hits, MVDHITZ, and always try to let people know, there's more to music than what you normally hear. And so with the remixes and the selections that I choose from, that's why I think I've been able to create more following. My friends share stuff, and I like how it's sort of snowballing. A lot of people I do talk to move interdependently, and we try to work together. And so that's what I like, because a lot of the DJs that I talk to are within the EDM scene, and that's one thing that I really love about it. It's just so fluid, and that's why EDMit is what it is, and that's why I stand so much behind it. Because on each aspect, from the business aspect, a lot of people are just 100% with you, and then at the same point, from the fans and first time meeting people, that's one of the few places that I could say that I've been in DC where I've been treated, as if I was literally family by every individual. You can't say that. I want to DJ because I want to change lives. I want to win. My goal is to win a Nobel Peace Prize through music, through DJ. I plan on doing that by not only uniting people through the sounds, but also by being able to bridge cultures. Literally, one thing that sort of gotten me to really think this is something that is definitely in truth, because people really are looking at, you're insane, but if you have a dream, if you want something, you have to work for it. And they should call me crazy, but I'm gonna get it done. Drogba, right? One of my inspirations is soccer, right? Take your road back. Him and the Ivory Coast, that's his national team. This is a little story. They actually had a ceasefire because there was actually a war, because during the World Cup, the Ivory Coast was playing I believe Senegal or something. And so if sports can have that impact to stop, a war for even just 90 minutes, and what I see at music festivals, uniting 90,000s of people, just singing the same tunes, not even having the same background, different cultures, all crying, being united and feeling as if they are one, man, I'm telling you, that's going to be the closest thing we can have world peace. And if we can multiply that, duplicate that, get everyone to admit it and understand, then I think that, the world's going to be a better place, and I hope I can do it with these hands. I think the game's going to be fun. It's going to be great, It's going to be something new. I definitely always have been mixing for a while, but definitely doing 3-minute battles on different vibes and trying to get as many points as possible is going to be nice. And I'd like to see what other people have out there to offer. I mean, the competition, I haven't heard too much, but as I look at it, I only can expect that we have some great people, and I give them all respect. You about to lose. Good game though. Let's get it though. Let's get it. Let's make everybody else out here have fun. Final thoughts. I'll say my final thoughts. I want to say, this just goes across the board for everyone and anything. Always seek progress, and if you do, you'll find success. Me personally, with EDMit, with everything that I've been trying to do here, we've always been taking these baby steps to make sure you can grow as a brand, but you have to take these steps within yourself to grow as a human. So it's slightly music related, but it's life related, and that's what music is as well. So just want to make sure that we all take care of ourselves and make sure we do the right thing. And jam out. Don't have to get mad. Anger's a waste of emotion. Music's better. Keep it live, stay with the vibe.